Hey guys, Risque here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. So last we left off, this case was starting to tap dance on my last damn nerve, and we're nowhere near done with it. So it's like, buckle up, y'all. Alright. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth and the muffler is related to this case. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. And which testimony was that? Was that number 3? Number 4? She's testified like, what, 7, 8 times by now? Muffler, yerg. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? So, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Sorry if y'all hear noise. Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Even though he was gung-ho to end this case like 5 seconds ago. But a piece of cloth you find out about, and that's what's keeping things. Okay. If you don't want to hear me bitch about this game, now might be the time to stop watching this playthrough, because I will probably be bitching about it until we finish it. I'll try to keep it lighthearted until I finally reach my breaking point. Okay, bring me the cloth. Verdicts will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Ooh, that was close. But we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime, after all. He's still hungry? I swear to God if she pulls out a box. Okay, cool. Because, yeah, it's just, I don't hate this game. This game is fun. It's just, this case is too, it's a little too wacky and bizarre for my liking. And it's just, I don't feel like this game needed to be this long. Okay. So like, not all, like, games that were made for, like, handheld devices, like Game Boys and DS's and stuff like that, not all of them translate well when played on a console. Especially for a YouTube channel. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Pretty much, except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant to tell the truth. Hold up, partner. What is this guy doing here? What? Say you show a red cloth to a bull to fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin' at least. Ain't you from, like, Connecticut or some shit? Like, what is wrong with you? Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come to take a look, see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. Got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. Hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? Well, the least I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste of mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. That was a choice for freeze frame. You don't say, now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. Saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the awards ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? The photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. So what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? Shit. Just a steaming, heaping pile of shit. If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh wee. Barbecue does honestly sound really good. That is something I do kind of miss about living in the South. February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Wait, what? We're back? I thought... like to resume? What? I thought we were... Oh my god, we still have a whole nother trial to go. Okay. This isn't as long, though. Okay. Jesus Christ. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Oh. Jesus. Something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue. Your lips are purple. You're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes, bro's eyeballs are about to literally pop out of their sockets. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Edward is going through what we call a psychotic break, which I myself am on the verge of. Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, Oh, this is unacceptable. Okay. Seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock? Who's there? Who the fuck is this asshole? Why does he look like an owl? What's with this guy? Strange stiffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Who the fuck are you? Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? Ah, it's you. Do we get a name sometime today? Anytime today would really be alright with me. Jesus Christ. Oh, heh. Sorry I'm late, Udgy. The roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see, eh, Udgy? How you been? Swim much these days? Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy smizzy, Udgy, my boy. You have to make time to relax. What? Yes, indeed. Udgy seems to be his nickname for the judge. Yeah, no shit. I'm afraid you're right, very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Aha, so you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Eh? Thanks. Sorry about our little worthy giving you all the trouble, eh? Okay. You're one of those guys. You know, we should all go swim together sometime. Jolly. Little worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. That explains so much. Name's Gant, Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fella. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just saying things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On Little Worthy's car, no less. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Yeah, I want to use it on every single person in this court right now. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth! How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I have no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edward at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edward. Gah. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I won't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. You can actually cut your finger and do both of those things. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Yeah, I agree. Oh, I'm not controlling it. Okay. I was like, why is it so delayed? Okay. I saw... Hold on. There's a small tag on this knife. It seems to say SL92. What does that mean? Well, I've heard something similar. DL6? What? I don't care. DL6 Instant Fame? But it's strange. What is? I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this are letters that looked a lot like this somehow. I don't care. Ooh! Whoa, don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? Switchblade knife added to the court record. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife. Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Oh boy. Okay. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. That was the most useless fucking testimony I've heard so far. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Udgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Oh, wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top-secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. Chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. How did Emma respond to that when that was just a thought that Phoenix had? Because when it's blue, it's just his thoughts, right? I guess she can read minds. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Okay. Alright. Let's press that. Excuse me. Special? Mm-hmm. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry. Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? It's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto. Don't call me that. Evidence that links the knife to Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. So, okay, why don't just tell me what it is. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So how are things down at the department? Wait a second. Ah, at last, an honest to goodness objection. This knife, this is to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Aha, an honest to goodness, what do you mean from Udgy? This is great. Just shut up. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7S 12-2? Turn it upside down, dumbass. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? Ah, aha! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag, no shit. Well, Chief? Ah, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? Okay, whatever. So, I guess we press on this. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edward's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. So after that... okay. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found. Fuck you, dude. But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second, I've heard of that. I mean, yeah, we've been there. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? Oh. Okay, I mean, yeah, that works too. The knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, mister, right? Happy? Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's press this. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Hey, you don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. Connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number with the knife's evidence tag. We also know the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed, there do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. You two make a good pair. Took my men 2 days to figure out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? Jesus Christ. Cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim in the department, okay? Alright, fine. If you're gonna tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Very well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. What's the point of an ID number if you can't tell who it is from their ID number? Do you know what ID stands for, you fucking dipshit? Okay, anyway. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is... Oh, I have a feeling I'm going to need to remember that. Okay. Well, that's quite long. We have to remember these. Drives me nuts. 82... I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department. Excuse me. 5842189. This tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. What does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just... I got confused. Wait, what? And this is news? Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing like you always do. Police department, prosecutor's office, 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Why did he act like I was about to get in trouble? Jesus Christ, is this fucking trial almost over? Oh, is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Brighto. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And? This means what exactly? Huh? Wait. The ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82... I've forgotten. Didn't even get the first number right again. The number the chief of the police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, right? What does this mean? That's what I want to know. 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Sharp as a tack, right? Oh, sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. Okay, I was gonna try and finish this day of court in this episode, but this is taking forever. So, on that note, we're gonna end this episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share this with your friends, hit the bell so you don't miss an upload. And I'll see you guys next time.